What's up, guys, and welcome back once again to another Theme Park Tycoon 2. So we have more patch notes for you guys today, and it starts with fixed guests being unable to walk through overhead sign poles. So apparently that was an issue where if you had an overhead sign and the pole was there, they couldn't walk through it. Okay, and then there is now a limit to 100 distinct save games. Okay, so I'm thinking where you have multiple parks and you'll have multiple saves on the front where you can choose to load when your saves. You can only have 100 of those slots, which is a lot of theme parks. If you're playing this game and you have 100 individual saves, well, that's kind of crazy. I mean, that's a whole lot of playing this game. And then we have a new high in-game money purchase option. Okay. Now you can set specific font for the text on the signs. That's pretty cool. So more customization to the signs themselves, directing people to certain rides or things like that. So if you guys are setting up signs, you have more options for that. Added 3 new sign items to be attached on walls, 2 new overhead signs and poles. Wooden post with pole. Awesome. Added a cauldron prop and 3 new primitives. Wow. Added trees, hedges, and bushes are now recolorable. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you can get like a dead bush, maybe? I don't know. Or like, wow. I don't even know what. I mean, that definitely opens up some more customization options. So that's pretty cool. Changed item price turning. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. But moving on here, we have a depreciated wall with sign item. And okay, and then it's back to where we left off before. So, all right, so guys, without any further ado, let's get into our park here. Now, if you remember last time, we set up that ride on the far left-hand side of the park here. Now, let's head on over there, and what I want to do today is I want to recolor that ride so it matches the rest of the park, because, let's face it, it just simply does not match the rest of the park. It's blue, and everything else is red and black. So we're going to definitely do that, and this side is also pretty barren, but I think we'll add more stuff to this side later on. For right now, I have a new project in mind that I wanted to start, but we'll get to that after I recolor this. So let's look in here. Okay, so track feature, let's put, oops, whoa, okay, so let's change this to red. Okay, and then we're gonna set, change entire track primary color right here. So red, confirm. Okay, so the whole track should go red now. There we go. Alright, and then the secondary color for the support should be black. Okay, and confirm, and then all these supports here should turn black in a second. And boom, there we go. So now, we have a red and black for that. Okay, what is this targeted track feature? Train length. Okay, so for the vehicle, this should be red. Okay. And this should be black. Awesome. So now the vehicle itself, yep, there it goes. Okay, but this still got white on it. I don't like that white. So we're going to change that to a dark gray. There we go. That looks freaking cool. Now it matches the rest of the park. And we've got people coming to ride this ride like crazy. Yes, awesome. This ride is in business, and it is semi-booming. And I feel like I need to put rails on these because, well, what scaffolding in a park does not have rails on that? I feel like somebody's going to fall off, and I'm going to get sued. So let's go into, I think it's terrain, yes. Terrain, is it terrain? No, it's not terrain. It's paths, right? No. Scenery? There we go, fences and walls. Duh. Duh, Dark J, duh. Okay. So now that we have that, I feel like I should do something like maybe this. Alright, yes, this works right there. Boom. Boom. Okay. Boom and boom. Alright. And then we come down. And boom. Look at that. Okay, so now that kind of matches the rest of what's here. And we're going to do the same thing on this side with it. And down. And boom. Look at that. That looks pretty freaking cool. Why would you put... What? What? Why would you put trash here? Like, seriously. There's trash cans everywhere. Like, I made sure. Oh. Okay, so... scenery again. Let's go back into fence posts again here. I think this one maybe might be the flat version of this. Yes. Okay, so there we go. So that looks kind of cool. I think I should do it with the other side as well. So let's head on over here. Right there and right there. Okay. Cool. So now this ride is pretty much set up the way I want it to be. I mean, that ride looks pretty freaking awesome. I think, anyway. I think it looks pretty epic. And in the cave, and it's all kind of like lit up in there with the different crystals. So that's pretty freaking cool. We have this underground ride here. If you notice, my theme is kind of like a lot of stuff is underground. I mean, there's definitely a lot of cool rides, but a lot of it's underground. Well, guys, today what I want to do is I had this idea of building a castle. Wait, before I get into that though, how come this has no hedges? I could have swore I put hedges here. Yes, I want my hedges. Okay. Alright. So I had this idea of building this massive castle back here. Kind of like the centerpiece of the park, if you will. So I think that's what I want to get started on today, is by making a massive castle. Now, I want to have multiple floors and a basement area that's sort of like a cellar. Like a dungeon, if you will. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to start on it today. I'm not sure how many episodes this is going to take to build the castle. But it's definitely going to be a big project. And then we're also going to have... We're obviously also going to build something over here. I'm not quite sure what yet, but it's going to be something epic, I guarantee you. But for right now, guys, I'm going to have to dig out a basement area for this. So we're going to have to go into terrain and the block manipulator. Well, maybe we can do with air. There we go. Yeah, this will probably be the best way to do this. So let's see here. We're gonna do... Yes. We're just gonna kind of make the outline of it first, and then I'll go deeper after I make the outline. So, let me get this outline done, guys, and I will be right back. Alright, guys, so I'm back here, and I am going... I believe it's 4 blocks deep is what I'm going. I have the outline, and now all I'm doing pretty much is just going through and... making the rest of it go as deep as the beginning part here. And it's gonna probably take me a little bit of a while to get this entire basement area dug out here, so let me finish this, and again I will be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back here and I have the entire basement area dug out for this castle that I'm gonna build. Now I think I centered this pretty well. I know I want the front entrance to to be somewhere around here, maybe. I mean, that's going to be a little bit to the right, but I think it still works out pretty good. Either way, it's going to be a pretty massive castle. Alright, so now we're going to get into terrain paint. And I wonder what bedrock will look like. Okay, I think bedrock actually looks pretty good for the floor of the dungeon. Because the dungeon kind of has, I feel like it should have like a sort of a dirtish feel. But for the walls, I'm going to do rock, okay? Because I think rock would go along with the gray castle theme. So we're going to cover this entire floor in bedrock here. And then we're going to, we'll probably work on a layout of the bottom floor first. So we might actually build the dungeon today. And in the next episode, we'll move up a floor. And then we'll work that way. Now, when I'm done, I do plan on putting rides in and around the castle itself, which I think would be pretty cool to have. Like, you know, you go into the castle and there's like the castle ride, you know what I'm saying, that takes you on a tour of the castle. And then like maybe at the top of the castle have like a water ride or something like that that'll take you down to the bottom. I think that would be freaking cool. So let me cover this entire ground floor here in bedrock. And then I'll be right back and we'll start the layout of the dungeon. Alright guys, so I'm back and I have the entire floor done here. And now I realized I do have to do the walls. Oh, but look at that, I can do this. So the walls are going to be rather easy to do, because you can make them as columns as opposed to just having to do, you know, a simple each individual click here. So I can actually drag and do the walls like this. So let me finish up these walls and we'll start doing the dungeon, the cells and everything else in that dungeon, which is going to be pretty freaking epic, I think. I think this is going to look cool when I'm done. But I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have all the walls and everything set up here, the floor, the walls, and so now we're going to go into the scenery area here, and we're going to look into fences here now, because what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to create like cells. So in order to create cells, I want to see what we kind of want to do here for them. Ooh. Oh, how do I requires achievement jailed? How do you get the jailed achievement? Hold on guys, let me look up how to get the jailed achievement and I will be right back. Alright guys, so how the achievement works is you have to trap everyone into your theme park. So it's going to take a very long time with this park. So in order to continue building this dungeon, I want these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close my park, and then we're going to build something that will only allow a few people in, and then we're going to trap them. So let me do something so I can get out of here first. There we go. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the entrance. First thing we're gonna do is close the park. Okay, so close the entire park. Okay, and we'll get everybody to leave. Everybody should be leaving now. As soon as I close the park. Yep, there's a big line of people headed right to the door. And that's exactly what I want. Leave, everybody. Leave. Yes. Leave. It's closed. The park is closed. Just leave. Actually, I wonder if I could do... Let me try something. right there. And now that the park is closed, everybody should be wanting to leave, but they can't. Okay, so yes, the park status is closed. Alright, so everybody should be wanting to leave, but can't now. So they're essentially all trapped in the park. That is a lot of people trapped in the park. 57 people trapped in a park right now. They're all looking for a way out. So let's look at the thing here. I need to leave as the park is closed. Okay, yes, every single one of them wants to leave, but can't. So let's see how long this takes to get that achievement. Hopefully not too long, and I'll be right back once I do. Alright guys, so I'm back and I got the achievement Jailed. So all you have to do is close your park and then change this, and it took about 3 to 4 minutes with the park closed to do that. So now, guys, I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to open the park back up. Okay? And as you guys see, Dark J 2001 has achieved the achievement Jailed. So that happened. So now, guys, we're going to put a path back in here. A concrete path. Okay, so if people want to leave, they can leave now. But I don't know if they're going to want to leave right now because the park's back open or not. But I know more people will probably come back in. Yes, we're coming up. Actually, people are coming in now. Okay, awesome. So there wasn't too much of a hit, I don't think, on like their morale and stuff. Let me see here. Happiness is all taken down to about half. So a lot of people want to leave the park but couldn't leave. But the park's no longer closed, so now it's open. So hopefully their moods will come back up. There's a big rush of people at the door, and they're kind of leaving now. So as they leave, new people will funnel in. It took a big hit to the park at the moment, but once everyone leaves and then comes back, then I'm sure that will rebound in money. But given as such, guys, we have gotten the achievement that we came to get, so that was the important part. So now let's go back into here, block manipulation. Let's get rid of our little pedestal thing. Now we got to figure out where we want the entrance and exits to be for the dungeon area, and I'm thinking somewhere along this wall area. I don't want paint, I want this one. Okay, so do I want the height? I think 3 is a sufficient height. Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this like this, okay? And then we're gonna put like sort of a stairwell leading down, maybe. Okay. So like if you're on this top floor, you'll be able to walk across and come down these on both sides, and that'll lead into the dungeon. So there's that. And I'm sure we'll work out something to where, you know, it's a, well, no, I don't think I'll make it a walkable path because it'll probably be a ride that'll go through the dungeon. That's my guess. Alright, so let's do a terrain painter now. Well, actually, no, we don't need a terrain painter, I don't think. No, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to scenery. We're going to go back into here, and now we should have that new fence set up. Yes, right here. Right freaking here. Awesome. So now we can make some proper jail cells. Okay, and guys, we are back up to 130 people in the park. So see, closing it down like that only affected me for a short while. And yeah, it made a lot of my customers upset. But hey, it got us the jailed achievement, and now we're able to make a jail. Essentially, mean, it is a dungeon, jail, same difference, just a medieval jail. Oh, that turned out perfect. Nice, I like that. I like when things turn out the way that they're supposed to. That's always awesome. So there's definitely a lot of jail cells down here, but I mean, you know, what dungeon couldn't hold a decent amount of people? Although most of the time back then, if it was a severe crime, they were going to hang you. So keeping you indefinitely was not usually an option. But who says we have to be 100% realistic with the times? Right now, I'm just trying to make it look as cool as freaking possible. Actually, you know what? I could make this a big kind of open space. And then just the outer walls be like that. And actually, I could do pillars then. So actually, hold on. Let me go into these fences and stuff again. And let's look for... Okay, so there's Roman posts. Like this, maybe? Boom. Boom, okay. Alright guys, so I'm back and I have my posts in here. And mind you, this will be covered with ceiling. So that will happen. I'm probably going to go one higher just to cover the ceiling area. So now we're going to put in the lanterns first. Now I would go in and do all the walls, but I feel like I need to do that last because I want to put certain things in the cells. And so right now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into props here. We're going to go back to these lanterns. Although, you know what? I might like these wall torches better. Hold on, let me see what looks better. I think these actually, these wall torches. Yeah, I like the wall torches better. I think they look more realistic for the feel of the dungeon. So let me do that. Even though I feel like they probably wouldn't have had torches in their cells because for fear of the inmates setting the place on fire. But then again, oops, how are you going to set a completely brick and stone castle on fire? I feel like that's probably not something to worry about. And plus, this is sort of a recreation, not exactly the real thing. So, I mean, it is an amusement park. So there is that. I mean, there is that, right? I mean... Just because I jailed everybody in the amusement park doesn't mean that that my next step is to lock them all in the dungeon. Although I probably could, if I wanted to. Gosh dang it. The stupid auto zoom out thing where it zooms it out slowly, screws me up. And there we go, alright. See, look, slowly zooms out automatically. But if I look up and go around the pillars that way, then it won't readjust the camera. So there we go. Alright, so I feel like that's sufficient lighting. Alright. Now, they said that there's new props. What is this? Deca kill? How the heck do you get that achievement? To the moon? What? There is some insane cauldron. Others. So let's see what's in here. Oh, primitives. Okay, so these are just certain, okay, I see. So these are just shapes, random shapes. That's what the primitives are, okay. I wish they had, like, people as props. The only thing close enough to represent that is the, is the statue, and it would be a bunch of me's. Okay, I kind of feel like, you know, they would have had maybe bales of hay to lay on. I feel like this is if they were lucky. Since they don't really have beds as a prop. I mean, which makes sense. I mean, it is an amusement park after all. Not a home sim, so not having beds kind of makes sense. But hey. Literally, hay. They have hay. And that is something that they can all sleep on. And they'll be perfectly fine. Alright. So now we have the dungeon layout complete here. Alright. Now I feel there's enough room on each side here to put a ride through here. Now, is there anything else that I would want to add down here? Like, what do all these need? For the extreme children? What? Community approval? Okay, so there's Deca kill. And some of these things I'm not exactly sure how to get the achievements for, but I will look into them for sure. Nature. Alright, so nothing really pops out at me for what I would want to use as far as nature goes. Alright, so guys, I may have to end it here, but I do have the start of the dungeon, which is the lowest floor of the castle set up. And yeah, so all I gotta do is extend the walls up on the bars. The pillars are already up there, and then this floor will be complete, and then I'll be able to work on the next floor in the next episode. So guys, this castle is going to be a big project that I am doing, and it's definitely going to take a lot of time to complete. But when I'm done, I think this thing's going to be epic, like super freaking epic. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, or if you're just plain new to this channel. And as always, guys, stay awesome. I'm Dark J, and I'm freaking out. Oh, look at him! Look at him! I am Mr. Robot. You are playing Magic Tycoon. Find them. Oh, awesome power of the combining gods. Hear my cry and make a big red crystal.